do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken from just outside the 30. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the set. Mark 55. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Second and goal from the 1.
Watch the crowd.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, King. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice gain at 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 40, check, he's coming. I'm coming. Yeah.
To throw is King on first and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
In your face.
Motion.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Connor. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a second and long. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You got three down.
Here's King to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down, King. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. King now, back to the air on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now King on third down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 4. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
King from the gun on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard. Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
40's the Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40.
Operating from the gun, King. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 86 yards. They come out here in the eye. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Yeah! Here we go! Here we go! 60 out, 55, come on! Go, tackle, let's go! We got this, we got this!
Jackson will keep it. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Buddy up! Mike, 56, right there, 56. It's a party now! It's a party now!
After the interception, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Sliding out of the pocket, looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Try to do better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Malone, his first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And again this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw is King. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's King operating from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Barkley. And an alley to run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. He may try and run for this. Bit of a surprise they ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check 24. Check 24.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's second down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Get off the train tracks.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Hey, man. Watch the booth. Hey, 40. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Check. Crunch. Jim. Check three.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Steelers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to hand, I never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. Gotta go back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide on.